Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have my apple cider vinegar, my bentonite clay, and I also have my glass container here along with my spatula. This is for mixing the bentonite clay and the vinegar. I also have some face masks, some sheet masks that I've had in my stash for a while now. I can't decide which one I'll be using, so I just brought out a few till I decide which one I'm gonna be using. I may use this honey one because honey is pretty good for drawing moisture into the skin, and my skin has been dry lately, so we'll see which one I decide to use. So sorry for the angle on this, guys. I'm not sure what I was doing, but here I am getting ready to mix my clay and my vinegar. We just want enough clay so we can create a paste. We don't want it too watery or too thick because then it takes too long to dry. So something medium-ish, something like maybe with the consistency of, say, mayonnaise or something like that, but definitely don't want it too thick and you do not want it too runny. So that's what I'm doing right now, trying to create the correct consistency. Add more clay depending on what you need. Okay guys, so like I said, my skin hasn't been doing great lately, and in the past year and a half I've noticed texture on my skin, like some really small bumps. I don't know what to do about it, but I'll figure something out. So I'm adding the clay here. It's really cold, really cold. So I'm just adding a thin layer to my skin. Now, if you've used bentonite clay before, you know that this thing is going to dry on your skin and it's going to be really hard eventually. I'm removing that from my nose because I remember I had this Biore pore strips that I hadn't used in a while, so I'm going to be using that. And you have to apply it to wet skin. It does not work on dry skin. So I'm removing the plastic strip from the back and applying it to my nose. Now you want to be gentle when you apply this because you want it in all the right spots. And you want to press firmly and then just leave it to dry for about maybe 10-15 minutes. Depending on how long you want to keep it. So I've decided to keep it for about 10 minutes or so, and I'm going to continue applying the mask. Almost blinded myself there, but good save. So this consistency is actually a little thinner than I would like, but in the end I realized that it was actually the perfect consistency. Like I said, if it's too thick, it takes too long to dry, and when it dries, if you've ever used it before, you know that it will almost as if it creates a pulse. Your skin pulsates basically while it dries. So if the consistency of the clay is too thick, it actually gets really uncomfortable, and you don't want that. So I found this to be actually a good consistency in the end. So you're simply going to wait for this to dry. Depending on how thick this was done, it may take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. So I'll just wait for this to dry, however long that takes, and even after it dries, I usually leave it just a while longer. So I'll be back when it's dry and I'm ready to take it off. So by this time it's been about, I want to say 20-25 minutes, maybe even half an hour. I definitely left it on too long. It's super dry and my face feels super tight, so I'm about to take this off. The nose strip definitely has been dry for quite a while, so I'm gonna attempt to take it off.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
So I'm checking to see how bad the strip looks, but to be perfectly honest, there was hardly anything on there, so I was a little pleased about that. Now it's time to remove the clay mask. So the first thing I'm going to do is get a wash rag and wet it with some lukewarm water. So just going to run it under the tap for a while. And I'm just going to hold it against my face to loosen the clay. You don't want to rub it. You definitely do not want to rub it. You do not want to be too rough with your skin at this point, because your skin is under tension and it's really sensitive. So you want to take your time. I'm going to do this a couple times to soften the clay as much as I can. And you'll see me do that. Now I am ever so gently. The video is sped up, so it may look like I'm rubbing really hard, but I'm really not. I am literally barely passing the wash rag over my skin, trying to get the heavier particles off. I'm really not rubbing it hard. So even though it looks like I am doing that, I'm really not. And I do this a little at a time while trying to saturate the clay as much as I possibly can. Now you could just try to just wash this off if you wanted to. Eventually I did that, and as you can see, as the clay dries, it pulls on your skin and it caused a little redness on my neck. It doesn't hurt or anything, so don't be alarmed about that. So I'm just gonna dry my face and get it ready for my sheet mask. And you do not want to be rubbing your skin too much with a towel or anything. Just slightly pat your face dry. So I have my sheet masks here and I'm about to choose one. Eventually I went with the honey sheet mask. It's definitely one of my favorites. I've used it several times. I have quite a few of those in my stash. So we're going to go ahead and apply it. You basically want to just get the sheet mask out of the package. Usually there's extra liquid in the package and I usually save it. Just apply it like you would. There's no science behind putting on a sheet mask. Put it on. Rub the excess serum on your neck and allow some time for the serum to soak into your skin or to absorb into your skin. So I'm going to give myself 15 minutes on this. So after 15 minutes, this is what it looks like. Just going to remove it, and whatever excess is on my skin, I'm going to leave it on there. Just going to massage it in. Now obviously my skin is not going to look brand new immediately after, but definitely I saw a difference over the next couple of days. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I do hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up and thank you for watching.